talk about emotional intelligence today. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the behavior of emotional expression. This falls under the self-expression category. So let's start with the definition of emotional expression. Well, it's really one's ability to express one's feeling both verbally and non-verbally. So people who are good at emotional expression are open and congruent. So what does that mean? That means that they're open to expressing their feelings when it's appropriate. And as well, the congruent part means that their words, their tone, and their body language are all giving the same message to the person that they're talking to. So when you take an EQ assessment, emotional expression is ranked on a scale from low to high. Most of the population is in that mid section, and they are pretty comfortable with emotional expression, as we've kind of defined already. People that are to the high side of emotional expression, why that may seem like a good thing, isn't necessarily unless it's appropriately balanced with other behaviors to the high side. So what it might look like if it's not appropriate is that you might be really kind of overly expressed, right? So what might that look like? It might seem to other people like you're over the top in your emotional expression. You know, you're very expressive, you're like overly excited. To the downside, you know, you're overly upset, you cry at the drop of a hat. And, you know, in business, that might not necessarily be a great thing, right? People are not going to know how to interpret that really correctly when you seem so overly upset. To the low side, which is I think where more people probably struggle with emotional expression, is what would happen is you would appear detached, right? So you would kind of appear emotionless. And while that may have been a few decades back a great way to be a leader, to not show any emotion, and that's how it was interpreted that you needed to lead, that's not a great thing anymore to be emotionally detached as a leader. So I hope this was helpful in describing emotional expression. And my name is Shannon West. My company is Remy Fox Management. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll continue to tune in as I talk about more of the emotional intelligence behaviors. Thanks.